Our consultations are roughly an hour and a half. That's usually a good amount of time to get information, enough information to you so that you could learn a little bit about Ayurveda, and it would give us enough time to learn a good bit about you so that we can work with any imbalances or find out about imbalances we might be working with while we're talking to you. So it would probably be just like any other intake you might do with a healthcare practitioner. We'll learn about your history, your backgrounds genetically, as well as your backgrounds, habitual backgrounds, any practices you might have that are healthy, any practices you might have that are unhealthy. We'll talk about diet, a lot of people really want to know about the constitution, so we'll definitely talk about constitutions, meaning your physical, your mental, and your emotional constitution, because these are all wrapped up in, according to Ayurveda, these are all wrapped up in us, and a lot of times it's these subtler parts of our constitution that cause our imbalances. So there's a lot to learn in these consultations. There's a lot to learn in Ayurveda, so you have to be really patient with the learning process, because there's a big curve. There's a lot of funny words in it, but it's all good, and there's it's very healthy, and I'm sure you'll enjoy your consultation. So I'd like to just briefly talk about the constitution, because I think that's a lot of people's curiosity, like I said before. And there are two, actually. So there's not one constitution, we have two of them. One of them is our birth constitution. This is called Prakriti. This is the constitution where Ayurveda says that we're born with, and this is our constitution in which we are, as human beings, are perfect, are perfectly healthy. So that's called, again, Prakriti. And then there's Vikriti. This is the constitution typically that we have today. So we have the constitution where we're perfect, the constitution where we are today. So our goal as a consultant is to bring you over to your Prakriti from your Vikriti. We do that by asking a lot of questions, and also we do that by hopefully getting some answers from you about your history, about any habitual patterns that you might have today, any practices that you might be doing today. We'll do a lot of maybe palpitation, feeling your body, feeling your pulse. We'll also be observing your body. We'll observe your skin, we'll observe your tongue, hair, nails, all of these indications, all these body parts and visual images and energetic images that give us indications of what might be bringing you in or out of balance.
A good portion of Ayurvedic consultation is also about educating the person to the principles of Ayurveda. So many of you may have already learned about the doshas and the qualities and the cycle of the day and the cycle of the seasons. But for those people new to it, we take time to educate them, to help them to understand that these qualities are in us and around us, and we can help to control our state of health and balance by attuning to these and using these qualities, by giving them to ourselves or avoiding them whenever we choose. So an Ayurvedic consultation may consist of 50% examination and intake of information, and another 50% of education. Because truly, the strength of Ayurveda is in helping each person to understand themselves. And through that personal understanding, they can help to bring themselves into a state of balance, into a state of healing, into the state that they were naturally born into. But it also gives them compassion for others. I think that using and learning Ayurveda has been an amazing tool for myself, because as I understand myself more and the way that I act and the way that I exist because of the doshas that are predominant in my body, then I can have compassion for everyone else around me and their actions and reactions just appear to be the doshas at work instead of something personal. Anytime that I see something happening, I can see that, oh, Vata has just taken over, or Pitta has just taken over. It's not the person, it's the action, and the action is generated by the imbalanced dosha. So it gives me so much compassion for others, because as I understand the work that it takes to make yourself balanced, I have compassion for those who still need to do the work to balance themselves.